making a sweet potato pound cake. Now, remember I told you I used to be baking. I made a sweet potato pound cake, and I made it too heavy. So what that means is like I probably put like too much butter, too much brown sugar, and it couldn't rise, and so it fell. But the texture was like a fudge brownie.
Right.
And I was like, dang. And y'all, I tweaked it for 6 months because I knew that it was like special.
Right.
Until I got it right. And I remember my cousin, Marquay Patterson, shout out to her. She been a cake decorator for about 24 years. You know Marquay.
Yeah, she did my party.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marquay.
She said, Shanada, she said, nobody ain't never tasted nothing like this. She was like, this is gonna be the world famous sweet potato brownie. And that's what I kept it.
And then when I heard a sweet potato brownie, I'm not gonna. The first time I heard of that shit, I'm like, how the fuck can you get a sweet potato out of brownie?
Right.
That's what I said.
We used to call it blondie because that's technically what it is. So a blondie is like a brownie texture without the fudge.
Okay.
But still to this day, you hear blondie more and more, but people still don't really know what blondies are. So that's why we always say, quote unquote, brownie. It's because of the texture of a fudge brownie, but it's going to taste like a sweet potato pie.
Did you trademark?
World famous sweet potato brownie is.
It's trademark?
It is.
Oh, my God.
Now, I remember back in the
That
day.
doesn't mean because you can't trademark, and this is what people get confused. You can't really trademark recipes. You can, but if somebody go in there and change a half a teaspoon or something, it's a different recipe. The name, nobody else can say that they sell world famous sweet potato brownies. Like that is like, you know, like when you see that, you know that's not a Bell's.
But it's hard to keep a secret. Me, I wouldn't trust nobody with my recipes. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you would have to. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why you do that non-DA, that NDA.
But that's okay. You know what I mean? But people still do that, and people still tell. You feel me? You got whistleblowers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you have to just
you
trust in the people that you feel like God sent to you.
I feel like you can't grow.
Okay. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
You can't grow unless you do it. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to make a sweet potato bread. And that brownie definitely reminds me. I had no damn idea.
Yeah,
but it definitely reminds me of that. That's why I eat it, like, cause it puts me in the mind of her when I eat it. So
crazy.
So that's good. You're definitely on the come up, man. We'd love to have Mr. Tommy here on the podcast one day. You know, we just talk about him.